Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 34 of Form Guru series by MakeForms. I am Prateek, founder of MakeForms, and today we are going to take a look at how to embed your form. So, in the last episode, we saw how you can create multiple form links and how you can actually map your responses against those links. So today we are going to take a look at the embedding of your forms. So to embed your form on your website, what you will do is you will click on embed your form. When you do this, you get these type of different forms. Okay, so the first one being slide pop-up. So the side pop-up, as the name suggests, you will get a pop-up from the side which opens up, and the settings of this widget can be found under the widget settings. So what you can do is that you can, number one, name this widget. So I would write side pop-up widget. You can change the CTA text. So I would write here, let's say inquire now. You can change the font family for this particular text. I would just select Poppins. Okay, and you can select the font weight, and then you can select the font size. You can select the background color, and you can also select the color of your text, and you can select the CTA position. So this can be on the right or on the left. I will now save this, and what I will do is I will click on the get embed code. Now when I do this, I will get an embed code. I will copy this and I will paste it on the footer of my HTML page. Now let's go to this particular page. Right now you can see that there is no widget. I will refresh this and you can see we have the widget over here. Now when I click this, the form will open up from the left hand side and the user can fill it. And I will close this. So this is how you can have a side pop-up, which when clicked, the pop-up will come up and you will see the form inside it. The second kind of embed that we have is the Lightbox. So what this does is that you have a button. When you click it, the Lightbox will pop up. Now over here, we have again the similar kind of options. And here what you can do is you can actually change the padding of your button. So let's say if you want to have 20, it will be, the padding will look like this. The default being 10. And you can also change these settings as you wish to. So I will save this, and again I will get a new embed code. I will copy this embed code, and now since this is a button, I would decide where do I want to place it. So let's say I want to place it somewhere around this post a job. So let's search for post a job, which is here, and let's paste our embed code. So you can see we have this over here. When I click this, the form will open up in a light box. Now, since we already have this embed code, what we will do is that we will create a new embed. So now here you can see that as soon as we have added the widget, those widget also gets added up in our sources list. So what happens is that you have just one form, but you can either publish it as a new link to share it across your Facebook, Instagram channels. Then you can also create widgets, and then the widgets will basically be counted as a different source. So if you are using multiple widgets, you can map that which particular widget is bringing how many responses. So I will try out the next one, which is the floating budget button embed. So as you can see in the floating CTA, you've got this CTA at the bottom. When you click this, the form opens up like this. So this is like your chatbot. So you can name this, I would name this as floating CTA, and you can change the position to top left, top right, bottom left, or bottom right. And then you can also change this widget icon. I'm not going to change this because this is pretty self-explanatory. I will name this as floating CTA, save this, and click on get embed code. I will get the embed code. I'll go down to the bottom. I will paste it, save this, and then I will refresh it. And you can see that at the bottom we have this floating CTA button. And when I click on this, the form pop-ups like this. Now let's create another kind of a widget, which is the iframe embed. So many a times you just might want to have, like embed your form as an iframe, so you can do this. I personally don't like this particular format because what happens is that if your form is very big enough, then the iframe will have you will have a scroll within your form. This is pretty simple. You can just do iframe embed name it, save this, and when you click on get embed code, you will get the iframe. And then I'm not going to use this because, as I did say, the iframe has its own problems. So another option to an option to iframe is to use a JS embed, because what the JS embed does is that it takes up the entire page, like it literally loads your form as a native form on your website, and it just puts in the entire form right away inside a div. So this form takes up the entire space and there is no scroll bar. And the one good option that we have is an only form option. So when you turn on the only form, you can see that all this other CSS and all the other design elements that were present, they will be removed. So let's try this out. I will save this. I will get the embed code. So this needs to go into your header, and this thing needs to go wherever you want to place your form. So let's say I want to place it just after the latest jobs. So I will search for latest jobs, and somewhere over here I will paste this form. Let's check it out. So you can see that this form has taken up the entire div, like there is no scroll, and it just behaves as if it is the part of the website, like it's completely blended into our website. You don't even understand if this is a form being embedded by a third party form tool. So I would always recommend you guys to use the JS embed option, because as I did mention, it just takes up your entire page and it becomes part of your website and does not look like an iframe and won't have a scroll or anything like that. The last kind of embed that we have is the raw embed. So what raw embed basically does is that it brings in your form completely as a raw embed, like you really do not have the design elements or anything. You would use this only if you want to, kind of have just the bare bones and you want to do all the CSS designing and everything by yourself. So go for this option, or else you're good enough with the JS embed and the only form, wherein you can just go ahead and in the design tab you can just change all the colors and everything. So this is and one final type is the full page. So what the full page embed does is that it gives you the code that you can just copy paste, and this is again similar to your iframe embed. So that's it. That's all the different type of form embeds that we have within MakeForms. My favorite one being the JS embed with the only form, because it just does exactly what it needs to do. So that's it, guys. uh Again, I will ask you to, keep letting me know in the comments below what kind of forms are you looking for. And our goal is to empower you to create as many forms as you can and become a masters at form creation. Of course, we will do that by using MakeForms. So that's it. That's it for today. Thank you everyone for being part of the Form Guru series. Pratik here from MakeForms. Bye bye.